What's up? Good morning, everyone. More like Happy New Year's. Man, 2018 is finally out of here. Welcome to 2019, the new rendition of the Pandora Word Box Show. And of course, I'm your host, Pandora Love. Alright, so today in the Pandora Word Box Show, we have Miss JZL, some call it JZL, the princess. She'll be coming through this morning to tell us about her new project that's dropping within the next couple of days. Then we'll be entering Club Pandora as we have our live exclusive interview with a porn star, Mr. Blaq. So I need y'all to stay tuned. I got some hot music, some great interviews, and we're going to bring 2019 in with a blast. So stay tuned. Download the Wendy C app. If you're about to go out, listen. Take us everywhere you go. Everything right here at the shops at Iverson. All powered by GoWin.media. Be back, y'all. Stay tuned.
To putting on for the independent artists of the DMV, nobody can ever tell this sister. You don't know what you're doing. Sure she does. She is award-winning host, Pandora Love, and this is the Pandora Word Box Show, exclusively on WinDCRadio.com, the WinDC Radio app, streaming on Facebook and YouTube Live via the WinDC Radio pages, broadcasting live from the shops at Iverson. And you already know this is all powered by GoWin.media. Listen to the smooth sounds of freaking daddy's music.
No money down, grab a thing, got enough to feed a few. This is free food for you. Got a little bit of everything. Flavor We got free food, free food, free food, free food. This is free food for you. See, I won't feed you nothing but the truth, baby. You won't find no poison in these fruits, baby. See, I won't feed you. See, I won't feed you. See, I won't feed you nothing but the truth, baby. You won't find no poison in these fruits, baby. Everything I make 100 proof, baby. See, I won't feed you. See, I won't feed you. See, I won't feed you nothing but the truth. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, you ain't gotta go nowhere. Take your time. It's all about you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can even sip a little wine. I don't mind. Do what you want to. Yeah, 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 yeah. I threw a little patience on the side of the plate to show my gratitude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With a teaspoon of love and a dope song. This is free food for you.
Yeah, sit back in. See what we got going on. Listen to some good sounds today. Back and relax a little bit. Nah, man. Come on. Oh, no.
I wanna know who let you in. Baby girl, come on.
Jeez.
Baby girl, come on, get
Come
in.
on now. Find something. There we go. Yeah. About time to bring that soul back, y'all. Yes, indeed. Real organic music. The rhythm first made me a slave when I was young and behaved, while I blissfully listened to J5's Love You Saved. That amazingly paved the way for me to step it up a nudge. So I earnestly got immersed in the verses of Steve and Judd. His style was so sublime, even bordering on divine, which made me often forget that the brother was physically blind. That's why I shine, be rich vocals intertwined with fine rhymes to pay homage to the soul gods that inspire me all the time. So I'm inclined to chime in on these youngers that spit over whack trap rap skits about Molly's thoughts and sips of the syrup. It's so disturbing with the onslaught of the garbage by these fraudulent imposters. These charlatans need to stop it. It's much more to this thing than big bling and huge profit. Please acknowledge what I'm dropping, cause y'all trappers defy logic. It ain't rocking. Feel this groove that'll warm you up like tropic. My style is so picturesque, there's no need to crop it.
A super future love. Went from being friendly, then turned to a dog. Feel like I'm Joe hating. Crystal shining, I'm a diamond in the rough, patiently waiting. All this hate is so blatant, cause my words are never embracing. I'm complicated, domination while you are motivated. Yeah, instead of to grab a mic, when my punches hit all this mic, I can kill for a thrill like Mike. I was fearless with any shot. Combining it one as Tyson minds in this sentence. It's unfair that you careless. I'm grinding gears to become the greatest student in hip hop. Give all the praise to the legends. From the Dr. Hova, my musical DNA is saying what's going on with your path. I think you should rearrange it with all this soul music. Your body is going brainless. New gens are outrageous. This here is passion and love that's everlasting. I'm clashing within the demons to tweak my sound to appeal to masses. The devil's dancing, the angel control the battle. Whenever that music stop over your eyes, I see that man is you.
Bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Deep in that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Swollen, overflowing. Shorty gave a bit, yeah, early in the morning. A nip on the brim, yeah, maybe just a sip, yeah. Up for a trip, yeah, drinking that cold. Say what you wanna, sleep on the wanna. Got my mocha in the morning, now he floating like the ocean. Won't want another potion cause it's potent. Got it, hoping for a holder or it's over. Live off the contact, she can see where I'm at. Hold up where the blinds at, hold up, she don't mind that. Let me triple time that, can it get a little extra, let's rewind that. And I'll take it back to the table or the corner. Scratch your top off, cause you know I really want you.
But I know to take my time or she'll scold you. Mocha mama brewed how I like. All love.
Bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, deep in that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip.
Caramel favorite. Shorty too hot, drop it to the pavement. Come a little spicy, attitude icy. But not that there's a problem with the mellow, that's wifey. When I'm drinking her cough, and every little problem in the world off. Girl, I'm trying to tell you that I'm loving your cough. Not to be so rude or even just false. But you know I need a taste, drink it down to the waist, give your body a little shake, not a drop, go to waste, even dip into your cake. Let me take another break while I dip in like cough. She like green, white, chop, cold weather. Hey, you thinking she be bougie, cause she make you treat her better. And take a bit of more to binging just to get her. When you get her better, keep her in her cut. It's all love.
Bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, deep in that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, deep in that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip. Ooh, bring me that coffee. Ain't talking about the drink, shorty like coffee. Shorty got the heat, yeah, smoking like coffee. Can I get a sip? Yeah, maybe take a dip.
What's up, y'all? All right, you're now tuned in to the Pandora Word Box Show. And of course, again, I'm your host, Pandora Love. Welcome to Club Pandora. My first guest, as y'all see in here, is the lovely, the Empress, Miss JZL. For y'all that can't pronounce it, because never last year everybody had a problem with pronouncing it. It's like just JZL, Giselle. It's
keep it simple.
Pronounce it, right? Yeah. And of course we got my boy Suave over here.
What's up, folks? How y'all doing?
You can lift it up.
Test. Yeah, I'm on here. Shouts out to everybody in the whole DMV.
Yeah. Haven't seen y'all in a minute.
It has been a minute.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for having us today.
Yes. Glad you came. Got that call like, look, it's about to drop. We there.
It's about to drop.
Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's that time.
So tell the people what you got going on with your new project.
Definitely. We got Volume 2, The Awesome Experience of JZL. Volume 2, Empress of My Dreams, will be dropping next month. But right now I got some singles about to drop and some visuals. So definitely want people to stay anchored and catch the wave.
Oh, okay. So within the last year, how's it been trying to grind and get everything back to coming out?
It's been an experience. It's been like, I feel like, and it's not just even me, I feel like the creative energy in general, people have been like really trying to get their things together. And I think 2019 is that year where people are really
Everybody's-
looking to
yeah.
release and like just drop their content. So I'm just excited to be at this point. But the journey has been long, okay? But definitely excited to drop some new.
I don't know. I think we had a lot of retrogrades coming towards like
Exactly.
the end of 2018, coming into 19,
Preach.
and we got these moons coming up real
Yes,
quick.
that's
So,
all what it is.
It's a lot of good things about to come.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah,
Definitely. It's all in the planets. Just let them
Yeah.
do their work.
yeah, it's there. Everybody just got their own time. You know, so. Some of us try to rush the universe and turn it a little faster than it's going, but
It
we
don't
can't.
work,
It
right? And
don't
that's how you
work.
build up resistance. It's only gonna like
Yes.
push back at you. So that's really what I learned this past year in 2018 was to just let go and let God for sure and do things that you can control. There's a lot of things that are outside of your control. So
Yes.
just like, you know, stay focused on what you can control.
Okay. So tell us what's inspiring about this new project.
I would say the sound. My sound is eclectic, so I think what's really inspiring is just the difference in between what you're going to hear on this project and what's currently out on the airwaves right now or even online right now. When it comes down to content and the songwriting and just the voice and everything, it's a different taste. So I'm excited for people to hear it, and it's also different from Volume 1 just because there's been more growth, more development. So it's a little bit more mature in different ways.
Okay, and what producers have you worked with on this project?
That's Sick. Shout out to That's Sick.
Yeah.
He's a huge producer that I've been working with, as well as Miles Sloan.
Okay.
Shout out to the 7-5. Bawe. And that Carpe Diem
Yeah, that's about to
That's
drop
dropping.
real soon.
might come out next week.
Okay.
So, yeah, been some dope producers that I've been collaborating with as well.
Okay, so is there any featured artists on your
Let's see. I have this track called Fashionable Manners, which is actually a bonus track on the project.
Okay.
I have a male singer on the track. His name is Kafani.
Kafani.
Yeah, and I also got Bobby Penn. She's a journalist, a broadcast journalist, to be on that same track. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And I think that's the only feature. I don't have many features on these on this volume series right now. It's kind of just laying out my sound, giving people a taste of like the versatility and whatnot.
Okay. So, do you have any shows coming up? Any?
So shows, I'm kind of waiting out for this summertime, because we'll have
so
another project dropping as well by the summer.
Okay.
So right now we're just focused on dropping the content. Like we have a lot of visuals coming, doing press, like getting with you know what I mean? Just getting locked in with the city and whatnot.
Okay. So, are you going to release a single first, or are you just going to drop the whole album?
Yeah, so we'll be releasing our first single, Carpe Diem. And the song is going to drop this weekend. And the video will be dropping next week.
So it will be heard and played here first.
Yes, it will.
Hey, Tony Reds, heard here first, played here first on the Pandora Word Box Show.
Tell them, fix your
Young,
face.
y'all know I be having an issue when they be like, play, you heard it here first. Nah, nigga, they ain't here first.
Yeah.
Heard here, right here first on the Pandora Word Box Show on
Yup.
WinDC Radio. Don't play
Yup.
with me.
Exactly.
So, everything.
Ooh, yeah.
Everything. When you wrote that and started recording, what was you?
That's my favorite track
What
right there.
what vibe was you in?
Oh my goodness. So my homie Miles Sloan actually produced that track, and we went to school together. So I've been working with him for like 7 years now. So when he gave me that track, we were riding in the car, and I just started freestyling to it. And I'm like, this is dope because it's the sound is different, but you're able to do a lot of different things with it. So I'm like, all right, I kind of want this to be a simple song that people can also kind of rap along with or like sing along with. Not too heavy in lyrics, not too heavy with content, just everything, you know, just keep it simple. So just kind of got creative and was able to put it together. That was like, I feel like out of all the songs on my tape, that one's the most like freestyle written song. I probably did that in like 15 minutes. It was just like very simple. Okay. Whereas all the other ones, there can be like storylines in the other tracks or, you know, just different types of content. But did you heard that joint? You like it?
Yes.
Awesome.
And like you say, it's easy because I get my emails, I listen to them, and I was playing it, and my granddaughter was like, everything. I'm like, really?
It's real
you know,
catchy.
so yeah, you know, so like when it is playing, you'll be rapping, but she knows when to get to that part. She knows everything. She knows that part of it. So I'm like, okay, it's catchy. The kids can catch it. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do a real simple hook. Like, you know, hooks are the easiest thing that people remember. So I'm like, all right, what's the simplest thing I can do? Let me just repeat the word.
Okay. So out of this project, what was the toughest song for you off the project?
Oh, such a good question.
True.
Toughest song to write. Okay, I have this song called First Date, and it was a tough song to write. I actually got my sister, my younger sister Candace, rest in peace. She's a novelist, and so she was a really good writer. And I remember calling her when I got this song because I knew the vibe was like kind of lovey and spring type of vibe, and I wanted to be able to capture like the perfect first date, which I haven't been on, but I wanted to create it. You know what I mean? I wanted to create it myself, so she just gave me good pointers, like, you know, just write about what you would really like
your
want,
fantasy
like your
date.
fantasy date. And so it was once I got there and like kind of just started to jot down things that I would like to do or like, you know, that kind of vibe, I was able to just dive into it and like roll with my own flow and create this fantasy. And so, and it turned out so well. Like it's kind of over a jazzy type of beat, so it's totally different. It's an up-tempo type of flow, but it's compacted with just this perfect date. And so I really want you guys to hear that too, because it was just so fun to go on that date that I didn't really go on, but I've
Come
gone
on now,
on it now in my
come
mind,
on, JZL,
you know?
the
Yeah.
Empress. I know
Yeah.
some princes have been, you know.
Well, you know, I've been focused on ruling my empire, so not really.
Okay.
I don't got time for that.
They better step their
Distractions.
game up. She say distractions.
That's all it is.
Okay, so let's talk about Bittersweet.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, that video is gonna be crazy when y'all see
Is
it.
that going to be the first to drop? First video to drop?
The first video to drop is Carpe Diem.
Okay.
But Bittersweet, when that drops,
It's a movie.
it's definitely a movie. It's a 2-part series, and
Shouts out the verses on that one.
yeah, shout out to Versus Visuals.
Right.
Dope cinematographer in the city. But Bittersweet, both the song and the visual just came together really well. It's just a song that I wrote reflecting on a situation that didn't work out. And I mean, in a way where it's like, I can be your dream girl or your enemy. You know, if you want to play, I can be your fantasy.
Right, you could be bittersweet.
Be
Right.
bittersweet. Like, if you
like
really
it.
want to go there, okay.
Right.
But if it don't work out, then you're gonna be upset. Not me.
Okay. I see this. Okay. So what are your goals? What are some of your goals for 2019 as far as your career?
2019, I'm really looking to build that brand awareness, get my content out there, kind of introduce myself to the people. I feel like I've been pretty low key, just in grind mode, you know, building a lot of content. So I'm really excited to release this dopeness and be consistent and just keep build up the crew, both locally and internationally as well.
Okay. So what's been your toughest point? You know, your toughest obstacle while doing this project?
Okay. There's so many things that I could say, but let's see.
Probably just the completion of it.
Yeah, I think just wrapping
we
it
were
up.
Done. Like she can do the whole album in a 2-week span if she wanted to. So, but it's all the other variables that are involved, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and working out here in the DMV has its ups and downs, you know, and so again, it was kind of that thing with controlling what you can control.
Right.
And, you know, the things that you can't control or that you can't, you know, control the timing for, just try to find a way.
Yeah, persistence, you know, that's me and her both press. We press on. We go through walls, you know, to get stuff done. So
Right.
we going to get it done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in 5 years, where do you expect your brand to be?
Global,
Global?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So people got to stay anchored so they can not miss the wave again.
Not miss the wave again.
Yeah, like
they
just-
missed it the
just-
first time. You better
Just
catch
stay
it now.
anchored, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, as a manager, yeah, see, I get suave over here.
Get 'em.
Get suave. As her manager, what has been your toughest situations?
Nothing too much because she understands the business and what it takes as far as the marketing, the promotion, and stuff like that. Most artists don't see that side. They just see the music side. And I tell everybody it's 10% music, 90% business. So an artist like JZL, she was already running her own company and working as a TV producer for DC, what was it, Maryland, Delaware?
Yeah, WMDE.
Yeah, so she had a lot of experience in the business world. So it wasn't really no challenges like that. Maybe just, you know, being on time. I mean, but that's
a girl's
yeah,
thing. That's a girl's thing.
Girl, why you never ready?
Right, you know, she got a song about that anyway.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's cool. Just dealing with other people. Like I said, we're normally on top of our things. You know, I'm
Right.
a planner, so I do things.
Right.
I plan and plan things out. And if you ain't on our page, then you ain't doing something right. Because, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be there before time getting it done. And, yeah, it's been wonderful, though. I've been working with JZL almost 3-4 years now. So rest in peace, Jay Vega, man. He used to always talk about JZL, you know. Rest in peace, Big Lil, because Jay Vega was working with Big Lil. So
Yeah.
them two, my dogs right there. I always think about them. They always got me into music and everything. So, yeah.
So supportive.
Right.
both of them.
So we just been working together, pushing forward, you know. Shouts out to her father, you know, Bill Merritt. He's another smart, analytic, productive, engineering type of guy who puts it all in perspective as business and productivity and stuff like that. So we got a strong team behind us, and everybody plays their role from promotion and everything. So you got to have a team working with you.
Right.
1 or 2 people can't do it by yourself. Shouts out to Debbie Dickerson, you know,
Yeah,
in New
definitely.
York, Dynamite Marketing Team. She's working with us. So she's been up Miami, New York. JZL's going out Vegas next week, so you know we
Yeah,
we
so
we covering
exciting.
all things.
Are you performing?
I'm gonna be performing. I think we'll have we have like a pop-up release for the visual out there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. Definitely gonna do a watch party. It's like performance type situation out there.
Okay, so you're gonna do a watch party so I can watch it on Facebook, right?
Oh yeah, you can see that
all
too.
on her
Cool,
phone.
cool.
Definitely.
Or you can send it to me privately, and y'all ain't gotta see it.
Either way, I got you.
That's what's up. So proud of you.
Thank you.
So, question. How hard is it to find the right producer? You know, you can have that song in mind, but how do you go about finding the right producer for that, you know, that one song?
That's a good question, and I actually have not had that struggle yet, and it's because Jay Vega, like Rico mentioned, he did such an awesome job executive producing this volume series. So this is just volume 2. I have volume 3 coming as well, and so the production work was already done when it came down to like getting the producers, and then outside of that, I've just worked with producers that I've aligned with. I'll you know, they'll send me their tracks if I feel one. I've just like been trained to push my pen regardless.
Okay.
So it's like if you send me a track and I'm feeling it, like I can put something to it. I haven't had many songs where it's like, oh, I can't find the right beat for this, because I feel like you can always switch it up with your versatility and create something different just by pushing your pen.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to take a listen.
What you gonna put on for 'em?
First of all, you know I got to put on everything. Everything is everything.
Jump right there. Listen
Shout out to
up.
Miles Sloan on the beat.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and introduce.
Yes, you guys are now tuned in, and this is
I heard you wanna know what makes me the Empress. It's the rosy in my blood. It's running through my veins, and I know you heard. Because I'm everything, 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 everything. They know I'm everything, 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 everything. That's right, I'm everything, 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 everything. You see, I'm everything they not. They want just what I got. I got the hottest on the block. The time is 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'll whip it up, I'll shut it down and buy the parking lot. Yeah, I'll take everything you got. We both know that won't cost a lot. See, I'm the kind of girl that'll meet your moms and steal her from her pops. I might just take her down to the shopping mall and buy her what she wants. I'm like your family's topic at the dinner table while you just eat and watch. Just when you think I'm too full of myself, they'll say I hit the spot. See, I'm that cherry on the top. Oh yes, I got the chocolate sauce. I'm like the ice cream on a Sunday night that melts inside your mouth. I'm what the rain is to a drought. I might just make the sun come out. They say that I'm a know-it-all. I know just what they talking about. Cause I'm everything, 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 everything. Everything, 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 everything. They know I'm everything, 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 everything. That's right, I'm everything, 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 everything. You see, I'm everything, everywhere, every time, every place. I got the move, know the style, JZL, love the face. They know I get the dough, on the go, JZL, paper chase. That's right, I get the green money team on the move, no debate. I might just slow down the bass. In the head, see, I'm in your face, and I'm everything like nada. That's everything like nada, and I'm right on time, never late. I am back, yeah. No debate, and I'll make the cake, and I'll sit up and sit down and make it quick, and I'm everything, 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 everything. Everything, 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 everything. They know I'm everything, 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 everything. That's right, I'm everything, 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 everything. I'm everything, like from the top of my crown.
All right, y'all. That was everything right there. That's just a snippet. I ain't gonna even play
I was about
that
to
yet. Look,
say,
she was
hold
getting
up.
hype over there. She was getting hype. I ain't gonna even play that yet.
Y'all not ready for that one.
You know what I'm saying? But that was everything, though, man.
That was everything. Let me touch
Everything.
my
Everything.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite cuts right there.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's awesome.
She actually performed that and everything, dancers, the whole nine.
Yeah, shout out to the crew, my dance crew. They're amazing.
How many dancers you have?
I have 2 main dancers, and they have a team of dancers, so it can
Okay.
really expand. Shout out to Ambi, Erica Taylor, and Viv.
That's right.
Okay. That's what's up. So you dancing?
Yeah, I do something slight, you know.
Say something like you ain't Janet Jackson.
Not no Janet Jackson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know you wear them heels, girl. I ain't
Yeah.
dance and stuff.
It's fun.
Okay, so out of everything on the album, which one you would say is your club banger?
I mean, either, oh my gosh. I would say Everything, Bittersweet.
Inflation.
The Inflation, you're right. Or Gold Diggers.
Yeah. They all, like, you can all jam to them.
Those,
you know?
All of them are basically club ready.
Well, not,
I don't know necessarily club. I would say that was like 4 out of 12.
Right.
That can be club. The other ones are different vibes.
Yeah, they all different moods and different experiences.
Because even the ones that I named as like club bangers, it's not like the joints that you hear at the club now. I would say Bittersweet is probably the closest to something that would be familiar for other people's ears, like in the club.
Okay.
Whereas the other ones would be like providing a different experience.
Okay. So, question: who's your fashion designer?
JZL, Impressive Styles.
Okay.
It's me.
So-
But I've worked with other stylists as well for some of my visuals that you'll see dropping. For Carpe Diem, I had Sankara SXT Styles, and she's like a celebrity stylist, but she's based in the DMV.
Okay.
Amazing work. Definitely amazing work. I've worked with The Working Beauty. Shout out to The Working Beauty. She's a thrift style expert. She styled me for the DMV Female Cypher, Vintage Wishes Cypher. Did you see that? It's really dope. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay.
They didn't push it as much as they probably should have, but it was produced by No Effort, and the song was produced by Moan on the beat. Shout out to Mr. Moan, and it was just great work, a really beautiful product, and so The Working Beauty styled me for that.
Her last performances at the.
Oh yeah. Where is that? The Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, somewhere on 16th Street, like 16th and P Northwest. Right, real nice building.
Yeah, it was like a vintage fashion performance. I think they called it Vintage Wishes.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
Modeling. That was good. So she performed in there too. That was like the last one.
Yeah, along some other dope female artists in the city.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I want you to introduce the next one. You already know because you heard what it was.
Oh my goodness,
Introduce
okay.
the next one.
All right, so what you guys are about to hear is Carpe Diem, and this is an exclusive. Okay, this is an
Tony.
exclusive. It hasn't been dropped yet, and the video is dropping next week, so play that joint for them. Good vibes.
Wake up in the morning with a joy I can't explain. As I opened up my eyes, thank the Lord for another day. Something in the air is feeling different right away. Check the weather on my phone, not a reason to complain. The high is 81, which is perfect round my way. 10% humidity, my hair on fleek today. So I quickly clear my schedule for a sunny Saturday. I'm taking the day off, all I'm trying to do is play. Hit up the group chat, tell the homies do the same. We about to bust a move, come and meet me at my place. They get to asking questions, I street for decades now, where we watch the sun go down on the roof and smoke some loud. Listen to the sounds of the city, that's my town. Catch me cruising through the city in my drop top Chevy May, rolling with the middies, type of girls you can never tame. Turning up the bass, let 'em know that we in the same. You know what they say, carpe diem, we gon' seize the day. Through the city in my drop top Chevy May, rolling with the middies, type of girls you can never tame. Turning up the bass, let 'em know that we in the same. You know what they say, carpe diem, we gon' seize the day.
All right, y'all. Woo!
Woo!
That is hot. That's I can tell now. That's gonna be on my summer in the car list. Like, yes.
Summer playlist.
I ain't got no
definitely
drop
a
top,
vibe.
but yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, she had a lot of fun making that video.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy because that's all I wanted. Like, I wanted the fun and the celebration of life to be portrayed in the video just like it is in the song.
Right.
People don't have enough fun. You know, we don't celebrate enough. People
Yeah,
just
I
work.
think 2019 for me and, a lot of people that I talk to, this going to be the year of more experiences.
Yes.
Experience
Awesome
things like,
experiences.
yes, things that you want to do that you haven't taken the time to do, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, I actually made a bucket list
Oh,
of things I want to do
awesome.
for this year, and then I'm going to do a visionary board. So, 20... And the number 9 is the year, completion.
Of
the
completion.
number of completion.
That's my life path number. Oh.
Mine too.
Oh,
yes.
awesome.
So with
We
that
all
9
nice.
being there, there's a lot of things I have to do this year.
Yes.
So.
That's my number. They call me Suave.
Oh, look
Suave
at the
9,
triple
right?
You
Suave
right.
9,
We
yes.
got the 9s in the building.
See, there's some triple
Taking
9s,
over,
right?
yeah.
That's dope. But yeah, it's a year for people to step outside their comfort zones and into their creative zones,
yes.
Just be your full self.
Okay.
Shine, baby. Shine.
All right. So, tell the people about when your project's dropping, the name of it, where they can find you, all your outlets.
Awesome. So the awesome experience of JZL Volume 2, okay, Empress of My Dreams, is dropping on February 14th. That's Valentine's Day. Yay, a day of love. Let's celebrate love. And then Carpe Diem. I might make that available for you guys tomorrow if you like the track.
Right.
And the video will be dropping next week on 111. All about them numbers, that energy, that
111.
synergy.
Them
So
3 1s.
yeah, you guys stay anchored because there's a lot of things dropping and coming soon. You guys can follow me at JZL Dream on everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I'm JZL. YouTube. I just started a new YouTube channel, JZL Dream Manifested. And it's so much fun. I'm dropping quite a few videos a week, doing vlogging and stuff. So it's more behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, manifesting.
That's all we do, baby.
Yes. And if you're my spiritual family, if y'all know what that means, so yeah, check her out.
Manifest.
Check her out.
Create the life you desire, because that's what I'm doing. That's what we're all doing here,
Yeah.
I believe.
I got a topic on one of my shows coming up talking about being alive and living, because there's a difference between
a
just being
total
alive
difference.
and living.
Yes.
People like, I'm alive, but are you living?
But are you living?
So yes, and that's my motto for this year. I'm
I
alive
like that.
and
That
living.
made
I'm
me
the
breathe. Let me
yes.
breathe some life into myself.
So
I like that.
yeah. So I want to thank y'all for coming in this morning.
Thank you so much for having
I'm
me.
so excited about this project.
Yeah,
Yes.
let us. We gotta
Me too.
celebrate.
Oh, we
gotta
do
tell-
need to
Yes, we
celebrate.
are gonna
got that
celebrate
gold-
with the
We got that
bubbly.
gold bottle on deck.
You
Y'all
what
know
I'm saying?
Rico always come through with the come through.
Y'all
Yes,
know
he
me,
do.
Okay,
And y'all know
gold-
Pandora
gold
love
bottles.
bottles. I
Big
had
bad
a
on
bottle and don't even open that junk for like
Love it
a year or
all.
two.
All day. Shout
And
out
what
to
time
the
is
Blaq
this?
Street
It's not
niggas.
even 11. Let's pop
Right,
it.
right. This how we
Not even
do it.
11.
Let's get it going.
This
And
our
while we
second
popping
time
this,
on here.
y'all, we about to listen to this one right here.
Oh, another one.
Giselle.
Another one.
Yeah. We Make sure y'all
this
follow.
is that bittersweet.
Go online, subscribe.
JZL. Look, I'm warning you now so you won't be offended before we get into it. Been hitting me up for a minute, I get it, you trying to get intimate. You think from my looks and the way that I act that I'm probably innocent. Would I be wrong if I admit I went with it? I see you really don't know who you dealing with. What a predicament. Telling me you want to stick with it. I'm hoping you won't be ambivalent when you find out that my power's omnipotent. What a coincidence. Not like them hopes you've been dealing with. I am the empress, I'm real with it. Don't wanna play your cards right, I won't deal with it. Cut your hand off, I'll be venomous. I know what you do, I know who you are. I know what you think I don't know. Know what you want, got what you need. Funny thing is you don't know. Just who I am, where I come from. Now I got you in my zone. Just where you wanna be, you want me. I can be your dream girl, or your enemy. If you wanna play, I can be your fantasy. I control the game, know my strategy. Cause if you wanna play with me, you might face your fatality. It's bittersweet. See, but good for a minute, then you got a tripping boy. Catching you all in your feelings, that's something I can't ignore. Asking me questions as if I have something to answer for. You getting jealous, how did I not see that you're insecure? Need I remind you, you don't wanna go to war. I am a lover, but you're not worth fighting for. Welcome you in and you became a bird. Hope you understand me when I tell you au revoir. Cheerio, I bet you would do it. It's clear you don't fit my scenario. Take the easy way out so I won't have to prepare your burial. I know what you do, I know who you are. I know what you think I don't know. Know what you want, got what you need. Funny thing is you don't know. Just who I am, where I come from. But I got you in my zone. Just where you wanna be, you want me. I can be your dream girl, or your enemy. If you wanna play, I can be your fantasy. I control the game, know my strategy. Cause if you wanna play with me, you might face your fatality. It's bittersweet, bittersweet, bittersweet. Look who's in my face of memories. Talking about this and that, you and me, boy, do you not understand that it's history? I know that you have been missing me and you were feeling what we had is incomplete. Please understand what that means to me, nothing. Your reality is my victory. I know you're thinking what we have is chemistry, but you realize what you needed was therapy. Yeah, you messed up with that one chance you had with me. Now you can only get me in your fantasy. Maybe we can't do this casually. No two relations, so touchy like chastity. I know that gives you like casualties. Hope you can cope with bittersweet formalities. I know what you do, I know who you are. I know what you think I don't know. Know what you want, got what you need. Funny thing is you don't know. Just who I am, where I come from. But I got you in my zone. Just where you wanna be, you want me. I can be your dream girl, or your enemy. If you wanna play, I can be your fantasy. I control the game, know my strategy. Cause if you wanna play with me, you might face your fatality. It's bittersweet.
Oh, it's hard. Put me in the headphones. Two, yeah. Huh. It's life. And they don't know it. Sometimes you hit rock bottom. Shit. I just need somebody to pass me a rope. That's all I need. Before I hit the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Seen some hard times in my lifetime. At times I thought about suicide. Put one in the chamber, then let it go. But deep inside, I ain't wanna die. Deep inside, I just want to live. Living life without none to give. It hurts every time I see my kids. Ain't never ever in all my years. Felt so low, felt so down. Like all my dreams done past me now. I'm washed up, an old rapper. What's left? Start trapping. Should I ride so hard? Money low on my debit card. So I stole, but I fear I might end up back up in 3 parts. Damn. The only good thing is sleep. When I'm dreaming, I'm not here. I wish the how it could be. A wretched man is me, and I don't think the Lord loved me. I'm so blind that I can't see none other than ugly. Life is cold, and I ain't got no coat. I'm starving to death, drowning, and I ain't got no boat. I should go and cut my throat and get up out this misery. I know I'm here for a reason, even though it don't make sense to me. I know it's hard, I'm trying, but I find myself sitting here crying before I hit the ground.
take back. Only I had a chance. Like Coach Charles, I gave it up. Ain't sold me another gram. I'm still a felon. That application, I'm treated less than a man. I'm looking for work, but the odds are I be back up in that can. And I know that's what they want. I can't even live. I'm an ex-con and a felon. I guess it is what it is. But I make it, man, and no telling. But I gave it all I could give. They say be patient, who you telling? I've been as long as I live. And if you live, you seen the devil. Step away from that shovel. When you try hard to be good. When you drop down in the hood. See everything so negative. I guess it's only hereditary. It's always a relative. I swear I need me a sedative. Just think about the life we live. Never grew up from being a kid. Witness all the things we did and the hard times and the way we live. It's nothing innocent about being a kid. Especially being through the things we did. No wonder we end up doing biz. No matter how you raise your kids. I know it's hard. I'm trying. But I find myself sitting here crying. Before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground, yeah. It's so cold. It's so cold. Man, I'm falling, homie. Pass me a roll. Before I hit the ground. Hit the ground. Before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground.
Every night, I'm crying before I cut out the lights. Don't know how this even became my life. I'm not even supposed to be here. But damn, here I am. Smiling by day, grinding by night, doing the best that I can. Raising our son, job never done. Some things you can't teach a man. He need his daddy, I need his daddy. But instead, we doing bus rides to Lord. Checking my pockets for memories. Been 3 years since he saw you. You praying, I hope he remembers me. By now it should be normal. Still I cry when I go through security. Cause there's no security for me. Nothing's been the same since you went in that cage. Baby, I pray we are blessed to see you free before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground. Oh, before I hit the ground. So cold. Before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground. Before I hit the ground. Cold as a winter ever. Feels more like December.
You are listening to the Pandora Word Box Show, live on Win DC Radio.
First of all, we ask you, do we have a problem? I hear the songs, right? I know what Lil is doing. This needs to be corrected.
The villains. Big Bill KO. Yeah. Turn me up a bit. Yeah. Staring at another blank canvas. Calculate the wisdom or take
as my thought process advances, I keep my mind up out the gutter, change my circumstances. Plotting on for too long, showing what my plan is. Looking over my shoulder more than I used to, feeling abandoned, isolated, separated, like where my real fam at. Are we up on the mothership? I need that answer quick. I'm trying to make it to my sacred fortress in the sky, beyond the clouds, beyond the sun. Turn me up to 1,000, I'm about to get this music done. Born a second son, they calling me the one. Well, must be that miracle one. Picked up my pen, shot a man with my lyrical gun. I pray my body language speaking nothing different than my spiritual tongue. The times we living in, critical young. Hey, hey.
There's no heaven for the wicked, no resting for the weary, no judgment for the dead. And there's no safety in the presence of a bad man. On that day, you'll have hell to pay.
The second one, a reminder of the first. Words are closer to the reminder of the first. Do not steal these jewels. This is life. I'm reminded of my works, interrupted when reminded of the hearse. We live by these rules. In this life, I'm reminded of my nerves. I'm his mama, and man, that pain hurts. You miss your loved ones too. I got memories that remind me of the curb. If I ever try to put the flame first, let me explain it to you.
What we've become,
My man, Lucky 7. KO.
what's done can't be
Shotty
undone.
Capo. The villains.
The darkest part was mine. Red blood will flow like wine. Till I see through the storm. And I know there's no heaven for the wicked, no resting for the weary, no judgment for the dead. And there's no safety in the presence of a bad man. On that day, you'll have hell to pay. You'll have hell to pay.
I got to balance out my yin and my yang. Pick up the pen again, converse with my pain. See, it's an ocean shit. I forget y'all emotionless. Bragging boast a bit. Then they toast to this. I'm getting work that we still dreaming about. Look at my words up on the paper, like how they leaving me out. Then they investigate our lives to see what we bout. But every time I drop the heat, you swear that secrets was out. That privacy, that's one thing, but what them secrets about? Just as I said it, look back, my peeping me out in the information age. But that's too much information, Lord. I think the devil tried low jack my imagination, cause I'm dreaming fire. Elusive demons, and I know it's a perfect flip side to what I'm seeing. And ain't no heaven for the wicked, but I'm chillin', asking God is there heaven for a villain, cause I'm still in.
Look what we've become. Look what we've become.
Baby, baby, let me take you out, out. Spend some time on my mind. take you out, out. Spend some time with you. What a man is supposed to do. Just wanna get close to you. Baby, baby, let me take you out, out. Spend some time all of my mind, all of the time. Being with you, thinking of you. Lady, lady, let me take you out, out. Spend some time with you. What a man is supposed to do. Just wanna get close to you. Baby, baby, let me take you out, out. Spend some time, all of my mind, all of the time. Being with you, thinking of you. Lady, lady, let me take you out, out. Spend some time with you. What a man is supposed to do. Just wanna get close to you.
All right, y'all. All right, so we're back. I'm back with JZL. And I just want to thank you for coming into the Pandora Word Box Show.
Thank you for having
2019.
2019, baby. We here.
All right, so again, tell the listeners where they can find you everywhere, all your outlets.
Definitely. The biggest outlet is JZLDream.com. You can find me there and everywhere else, JZL Dream. That's pretty much it. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, baby.
Make sure y'all subscribe to those YouTube channels.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to my new YouTube because there's going to be so much dope content dropping. So you got to stay anchored, you know.
All right, that's what's up. All right, y'all, I'm going to walk them out and I'll be back. But right now, I'm going to give you this exclusive. Another exclusive right here on Pandora. Play it here fast. Nah, this one, I'm going to dedicate this one to Reed.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going to dedicate this one to Reed.
Must be my man.
Yeah.
This is The Burrow by my boy Killer Cow, featuring the one and only Big Lil and Big B.
Yes, Big Lil.
Go off. Yeah. Hey, Big Lil,
we'll turn the music up a little bit.
Oh, shit. You got to. Big B.
Yeah. G-Mac.
I mean, I don't understand it though.
CTC.
Just grab some
Fire drop. Listen. I'm on the front line, grinding, trying to find a way to make it out. You be ear hustling, trying to find a way to take me out. Pray to God daily, so my hustle got a safe and route. Never been one for one, I don't understand what all that faking about. It's an enigma, a puzzle. I ain't got the answers, Joe. You hating on the next man. Everything is tangible. Fire and drop, heavy on percussion, deep piano flow. Big Lil, Big B, Killer Cow, the animal. Was it Big Cow? Big B, Killer Lil, the cannibal. Electrocution, lecture, elector, Hannibal. We supposed to be family though. Every man is for himself, the real ones understand me though. I roll up what I'm selling, mixed with funnel and carb. So many crabs in the bro, these niggas live at the wall. Turn me to 93, OMG, roughing them off. But we can't speak of revolution, man. Y'all niggas too soft, huh? Shit. What? That shit you talking that gangster Slim? You killing your brother? Huh? You making another black mother cry? Huh?
delusional, right? Yeah. Talk to him.
If we look at the proverbial crabs in a barrel,
Smelling like
the
gas.
crabs are trying to get up.
Hey, look. Crab ass niggas ain't want me to blow 50 bands plus couturity. You already know I'm on the next flight smoking, literally smelling like gas as I walk past security. You a barrel ass nigga, so your bank account medium. I'm always out of town, I only see him on social media. Come to getting money, I'm down Wikipedia. 28 grams, I can hit you with a liter, bruh. They all in the race. They don't wanna see me in that rollie with that flooded out face. They don't wanna see me buy my mama a house. I rep the DMV, but get more love in the sofa. Cut of my money, my family, this is how I react. I'm shooting at these niggas like G-Mac. Took the entire block with that fire drop. Kitchen music empire equals a lot of guap.
But another crab is pulling the crabs down.
Don't be a crab in the barrel. Get the fuck out the barrel, y'all.
Everybody screaming we together, support your own. I get more love out of town than I be getting at home. It's a lot of talent here, but I see what's wrong. When you grinding, they with you. You blow up, they gone. Kinda backwards if you ask me. I gave you all the mixtapes and you still want the album for free. I guess I ain't have to pay for the beat. Or I guess it ain't no mixing and mastering fees. You say you from the street, got some questions, can you answer me these? Is your plug just gonna hand you some keys? Your connect or some green just gonna randomly hand you some weed? Nigga, please, being in the barrel is bad. People don't wanna see you get what they can't have. If they see you rich, then they get mad. But you can get shit too, just get off your ass. Cause that hating shit, it won't last. Kill a crab.
If you see me winning, nigga, then we all winning. If you think about it like that, then that's how you gonna come up. Everybody pulling each other down, hating on this man, hating on that man, where he from, where he not from. It's all about the money. Let's get to the money. That's the only way we're gonna get out the struggle. It's the only way we're gonna make a name for ourselves out here. Shout the fire drop.
Let us deal wisely with those crabs. Let's take a few out of the barrel and put them at the top of the barrel and let them look back down on the other struggling crabs.
I'm gonna make DC stand up on this one. You know what? It's OMG, Montana for sure. Yeah, I did the track too. Turn it up. Yeah, Big Leo did the track, young. Turn it up. These battles flexing with they pin powers. Cause pin my rap to that butter white salt. I'm pushing pin powder. A little pink sour, I get the whole world straight. Killer hate, bump the hit loud. Nouns, adverbs, a little play on words. My dream, mama team, I'ma play on hers. I swear when daddy sing, make you forget all cares. My flow out of this world, homie, I'm not all there. One thing I learned about life is it is not all fair. So I can't help it, I perform and they all stare. You won't catch me in the same gear they all wear. I am nothing like these rappers. Now are we all clear? Well, good, understood, this a feel good here. Straight from the hood, with that hood, I'm trying to kick. This for the mansion and the birds. This is 48 bars, broken down in the thirds with 3 hooks. I said they playing my music. true cold love ain't the same. I hate the fact that these youngers ain't straight. Disrespectful to authority, seniority, rank. Must want me to have a new court date, but I've been through all of that before, so nah, no thanks. You can't judge me for the same laws that you all break. I mean, I give it all I got, how much BS I got to take. I put you back up on your feet, and it's the thanks I get. Only time you're happy when you got me upset. Guess I ain't done enough yet. Cause I ain't tried my best to get you out of that mess. Well, God bless, ain't no detour on my road to success. I'ma make it to heaven in this life and the next. I prayed it, then I made it. Tell me what you expect. But what I expect is the best of this truth to resurrect. Alright. I said they playing my music. Move so straight. It's my time. Listen, all style, all praise. I just stepped into my world. Welcome to my place. Y'all boys were speeding. Welcome to my place. You chose me. That's why you listen. That shows you got taste. Some nice equipment, homie. You got bass. Got saved. They sold them from and come from 8-track tapes. Don't ask me why I'm making the papes. I paid my dues on the corners, gorillas, lions, apes. And I learned, British you don't burn. Always show concern, the truth come. All shades, sizes and forms. Exact opposite of they scorn. I'm built to weather the storm and keep it warm. El color, keep it going. Another opportunity for flowing. Throw another straw on my movement, on community growing more than I'm knowing. I walk right in with the sunlight on, with my mood so straight and my game so strong. It's so right, we just can't be wrong. They're playing my music. Well, I walk right in with my sunlight on, with my mood so straight and my game so strong. I said it's my time, it's been so long. They're playing my music. Walk right in, sunlight on, move so straight, game so strong. Let the beat ride out. So right, can't be wrong. I'm on turn up for right in. Sunlight on, move so straight, let the beat ride. My time has been so long. What's up, homie? 87 Entertainment. Aces. It goes all crucial elements of success. We rock the best, rock the best. We rock the best. We rock the best. All right, man. Yeah.
Keep it locked. You're listening to the Pandora Word Box Show on WinDC Radio.
The directors.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Tonight I'ma tell the truth.
Every time I was down in the A, I was with your best friend. Declining your FaceTime in the nighttime. I was with her, we was bumping and grinding. She saw you calling, she didn't mind it. No, I would say I apologize, but I might do it again. By the time you hear this song, girl, I plan on moving it. You don't put it past me and I don't blame you, cause I got home late again. You snatch off my glasses when you ask me where the hell you been. I've been sneaking and geeking. 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 I just can't stop creeping. You should walk away from me. Even when I say I don't wanna lose you. Even when a nigga say don't wanna lose you. Don't every other nigga say he don't wanna lose you. I know I got a good girl, I don't wanna lose you. Sneaking and geeking, sneaking and geeking. Sneaking and geeking. Sneaking and geeking, sneaking and geeking. Sneaking and geeking, sneaking and geeking, sneaking and geeking. I just can't stop creeping. You should walk away from me. Even when I say I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose you. I know I got a good girl. I don't wanna lose you. No, I don't wanna lose you. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's up, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Pandora Word Box Show. And again, I'm your host, Pandora Love. And my second guest has finally arrived.
Good morning.
Hey, y'all, that's the voice of Mr. Danny Blaq.
I tried not to pull a Tiffany Haddish. I was up late. Woo. I tell you.
Most porn stars are up late.
Saturday morning, I'm usually curled up in the bed.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so what you been doing, Danny? Or should I say who say? No. But what's up?
It's been a good 2019 so far.
So far.
I would say. Met you, got the party up at the Harrisburg at the hotel takeover. And then stuff just been rolling in, so I'm hoping today I get some good news. I go to Mexico soon. See somebody.
Going to Mexico. Okay.
Going to Fort Lauderdale next weekend. And then going to Vegas for AVN.
Okay. So what is AVN? Tell the listeners.
That's the Adult Video Network. When they do their news, they do the award show every year out there. So it's kind of like the Oscars of porn. So performers from all around the world come there.
So y'all get awards for what? Best scenes, best stroke, best what?
Yeah, all of that. Best sex.
All of that?
Best type of sex, best look, best director. I mean, they break it down to a lot of different categories. You know, porn's gotten so diverse now. They got regular sex, transsexual sex, BBW sex, the ebony sex. They break down all kind of different categories. Threesomes, gangbangs, the best dick sucking, best pussy eating, all that stuff.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Oh.
I say penises.
Penis.
Say penis. So what categories are you in?
None. I don't think I got nominated for anything. If I did tell you, but I go out there mostly because everybody out there is filming. So the best time of year, really, when you want to go hook up with all the models and stuff, kind of one big setting. It's almost like what do you call it, the NASCAR races. All the drivers come together and everybody. So, you know, you get like a week of just.
So that's the best time to network.
Stuff. Yeah, network, get filming in, because people be coming from around the world. So you get to meet models that normally you may have to fly in or you may have to fly to, you know, overseas.
But they're there,
now
right.
They're there. So there's party, networking, businesses, all of that. And this year I'm not going to the award show, I don't think. I'm supposed to be filming during the show.
Okay.
But if I don't end up filming, I'll go.
All right, so how did you get into the business?
Got into the business being freaky, trying to be a swinger, you know. Got into that lifestyle in the mid-'90s just by accident, you know, with an online meet off of America Online. That's old school internet. But then I ended up getting into some parties. You know, it was like a dark time around this. You know, it was just after 9/11, and a lot of people were sad. You know, people were looking for stuff to do, and swinger parties just started popping up everywhere around here. You know, people were getting together and just like, shit, if I'm gonna go, let me, you know, exercise this fantasy that I had forever. And then a whole lot of parties started happening, and one of the people that threw the parties would hook up with porn stars coming into town, and those ladies were looking for men. And luckily, you know, he picked me. He said, "Hey, you want to come do this shoot with this girl. I said, yeah. And it started off from there.
You've been hooked ever since, huh?
Ever since. Ever since. Yeah.
Okay. When was the first time you seen porn? How old was you?
I think I was. The first movie I remember is Debbie Does Dallas. So that was probably 78. So I was about 7 or 8 years old. My brother had a massive porn collection. He's like way older than me. So he'd already grown up, moved out. And I would go down to North Carolina in the summertime and stay with him.
Mm-hmm.
He had massive subscriptions to Hustler, Playboy, Penthouse. I mean, all the centerfolds are up on the wall. I mean, he was like living the perfect bachelor life post high school and college. You know, his nickname was Mad Dog. Like, my brother used to get mad play. He was like he looked like an NFL lineman.
Okay.
So I would go down and hang out. All the girls would be all over. I'm like, I want to be like my big brother. And he had, I'm telling you, he could have had his own he could have had his own Blockbuster. He had so many pornos. I mean, it was wall to wall. I was like, damn, my brother's the best.
Oh, okay. So, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
11.
Don't say the babysitter.
6th grade. No, but we did meet a freaky babysitter. We had a freaky babysitter in our neighborhood.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
All guys say that.
Yeah.
The babysitter, or
Yep. This tall, pretty black chick. Yo, she was. I guess nowadays, you know, that's the wrong thing to do. You know, she's a pervert. But you know, back in the day, you know, we getting piggyback rides and oh, hey, what? We get to slide down and what? Like, oh my goodness. But yep, played after school one day in the 6th grade, and I didn't even have any intentions of doing nothing, you know. But the girls, as they say, fast. I was lucky.
So she was older.
Same age, but a little more developed. It was me and my buddy. We went over her house after school. Her and her girlfriend, and the 2 girls went upstairs. You know, we downstairs watching cartoons. They came down butterball naked. It was like, yes, yes.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but then soon as we started getting good into her, damn parents started coming home, so we had to run out the backyard.
Oh, like
hop the fence and everything. Yo, it was crazy.
Okay. So, what do your friends and family think of your chosen career?
My friends, they're cool with it. They trip out. They just worry about my safety. You know, they always worry, man, you better go somewhere. Man, they gonna kidnap you or something like that. You know, don't go missing. You know, that was their main thing, because I do a lot of my meets offline. So authenticate, do live cam, all that stuff, verify, you know, who I'm about to go see and make sure they're legit. Most of my family doesn't know. A couple of folks have found out in the last couple of years, but they've been good about keeping it a secret.
Okay, what about mom?
Mom don't know. She's so old, she don't even know how to check her own voicemail. So she's not going to find me online or anything by accident. Somebody's going to have to tell her.
Okay.
But she did almost find out because I was in a calendar one time, an underwear calendar. And she
but
got
that's
a hold
not
of
porn.
it.
That's just my son got an underwear calendar.
Yeah, but then, you know, she's passing the thing around and trying to sell them. And if somebody had recognized me and, oh, that's your son, you know, he does, you know, bloop, bloop, bloop. So I had to get her out of that mode and tell her, yeah, I tried to be a model. It didn't work out. So she would stop snooping. Because she was taking my 8x10s and photocopying them at Kinko's, like on the worst black and white mode, and passing them around at church. No lie. She's like, look at my baby. He going to be a model. I was like, oh, I cannot have them.
With that pretty hair.
You're funny. That was a funny time. Luckily, the guy that designed the calendar, he didn't put Danny Blaq.
Okay.
You know, my name was Danny, and that was one of the things I was worried about when he put the calendar out. So, you know, luckily, she didn't get to put 2 and 2 together because it just said Danny.
Okay. So, has working in the adult entertainment made you more aware of your sexual health?
Yes. And it's funny because my full-time job before then, I worked in the field. Like worked with one of the largest companies in the world that is responsible for helping third world countries with their family planning and contraception and mosquito nets and water treatment, all that stuff. You know, they go around the world. Is, you know, they're bigger than Peace Corps, and so that's why I work downtown. And that was, oddly enough, how I kind of got more into modeling, because one of the ladies there was considered an ambassador, and she was British, and she was a former model. And she would come by my desk every day. Oh, hey, gorgeous, you should be a model. You know, every day, just being funny. I was like, little does she know I'm trying it. And, you know, I ended up being encouraged, so I got on some mainstream model sites and ended up doing spokesmodel work. Okay. And then that's when I ended up getting my first paid porn shoot.
Okay, paid. Okay, so you don't worry about like HIV and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you do. And luckily, you know, I keep my pool of partners pretty small. You know, it looks like I'm everywhere and all 24/7 getting butt naked, but it's not. It just seems that way.
So do you require testing?
Yeah, testing. We use talenttestingservice.com. That's what the industry uses. It's a database, so you can go and verify that people went. It's not just, you can't just go to your doctor or clinic and print something out and Photoshop it. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's authenticated and verified. That's why it's so expensive, because they have a whole network. And then, you know, cross your fingers, knock on wood, you know, if something was to happen to somebody, they can go in and backtrack. You know, okay, who shot with who had the test, and that's how the industry has kept itself in check for a good while. You know, in our lifestyle and porn, you know, we end up with less risk than a lot of the public out here, because people say, yeah, I want drug and disease free, and then you ask them, when the last time you got tested? And they, you know, yeah, crickets, they don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Migo, star. Migo, yo, side chick. Fellas, if you ever had a side chick, this one's for you, you. I'm not leaving all my ladies. If you ever had a side dude, this one's for you.
Baby girl, quit it. You knew what it was from the very beginning. And if I'm not mistaken, you told me that you didn't want anything too serious. And I can see it in your eyes that you're getting more and more curious. And they say curiosity killed a cat, but last night I was the one killing that. No scratches on my back, please. And now you're laying there, you're staring at me, cause the sex was amazing. Don't know what to do, your emotions are crazy. Now you're crying all night, calling my phone telling me I ain't right. So go ahead with the bullshit. I can't help if she got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Whoa, whoa. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. Girl, you knew she got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. Now what the hell are you doing? 3 in the morning and you're calling my phone. Even though I got it on silent, bright everything got the city shining. And my girl's laying next to me, and she wondering who the hell is texting me. And I hope she fall back to sleep. Damn. She fell back to sleep, and now I'm sitting here, I'm reading these messages. Can't believe all the BS that she's texting. She wanna be my girl, don't wanna be second. She wanna be first, but it's never gonna happen. Stay on the side, cause that's where you hide. You know my bae is my ride or die. So go on there with the bullshit, I can't help it. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Get the side chick blues. OZ.
Hey, and you know that I kill it. Hit it all night, next day she feel it. But when it come to us, we ain't nothing but chillin'. Haven't thought about it once, I'm like, no, not really. And I ain't telling no lie, told you up front, we never gon' tie it's a nap. But you still in the head, it's been fine until now. So I ain't tryna hear if you crying or not. I'm like, you knew what it was, know what it is. We been fucking around, that's all it is. No commitment for your headshot. But I can still pay for your headshot. But checking, you gon' have to play the side. Like a shortstop, had to catch me on the fly. But you already know I ain't getting with you. Just another bad case of the side chick blues.
She got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Thought you can handle it. Side chick blues. She couldn't handle it. She got the side chick blues. She couldn't handle it. She got the side chick blues. Get the side chick blues. Side chick blues.
To play this message, press 1.
All right, y'all. All right. It's your girl Pandora. You're now tuned back into the Pandora Word Box Show. And I'm in the box with Danny Blaq.
Good morning, wakey wakey.
All right, so back to the interview. Have you ever had a partner that couldn't deal with your career?
Yep. It's kind of like a running thing, you know. But it's a lot to ask for somebody, that's not in the industry, to try to deal with the traveling and multiple girls if they're not already in it. But I've had situations where girls are already in the industry and, jealousy is still an issue. They can not necessarily be in porn, they can be strippers and, just in the sex work industry itself. And it's almost like a regular relationship, some things when two people have two careers, sometimes it doesn't always work out. So by this being an adult industry, you have people that have to worry about family and friends that know who they associate with. So it just makes my pool to choose from a little smaller. Because everybody that might want to go out with me can't, because then if their job find out or their mom find out or something like that, they might get shunned. So I have a select crowd.
Well, she dating that porn star.
Yep.
The one with that pretty hair. I love your mama for that.
Yeah,
I love your mama
funny.
for that.
That's so funny.
Okay, so when you're in a relationship, is it things that you do at home that you don't do on the, on the job and vice versa?
No, I did have one girl that tried to ask me to scale it back, She would ask, like, I don't want it to look like you're with me. I was like, well, that's what the customer want. They want to see that real, go hard, like, not going to hold back. That passion has to come across, or they're not going to buy it. I'm not trying to get viewers. I'm trying to get customers. And, we don't want to look like we acting. We want real enjoyment. So
right, but sex with your mate should be just a little different.
I mean, it's special because you're with them. Like I'm in the swing lifestyle, so
right.
When we go out and play, I have married women, single women. To me, I treat them all the same. If we turn on by each other, then we getting turned on. And the only difference between my girlfriend might be, there's love involved.
Right.
Maybe a deeper connection. We might do something a little longer or go somewhere. But once you exchange that heart emotion, that's what makes
something
it different.
different.
But the physical acts, I'm trying to get the same orgasm from girl 1 to girl 3. Whatever comes throughout the week. Because if they're not happy, shit, girls will get on the phone or email nowadays. That shit will whack. I ain't going back to that. You'll be out. So you better treat everyone like they're a star or you're in trouble.
Oh, Lord. Have you ever fallen for a co-star?
Yeah, I've dated some, I guess. I guess you could say that I had some crushes. I had some that had crushes on me. It can get like that, especially if we vibe. The chemistry is good. I'm lucky I get to pick who I film with all the time. So I like to, scout them out, see who's got the good chemistry. Can we connect, and have it come across stream, have that common interest. And some girls, that prima donna thing, or they superficial, or they're not as intimate as I want to be. Some girls don't kiss. There's girls in porn that don't kiss, and I'm like, I'll pass.
Why they gotta be a kisser?
Yeah,
the passion of it.
Yeah, that a lot of my customers, they want to see kissing. It's like, hold on, we're gonna do all this, but we can't kiss. So there's very few times I made an exception. Or some of them they don't tell you to the last second. I had one. She told me when I was in her, once we started, I was like, oh man, wish they told me this last week when he was emailing me all over the place, and I asked, what are the don't do's, which is, what you're supposed to do, so that you can avoid stuff like that. And for some reason, she didn't disclose that till the end. She said she only kissed her husband. I'm like,
oh, he's so special.
Yeah, but then I seen her husband, and her teeth was all jacked up. I was like, what?
Silly.
You pick him over my pearly whites? Okay.
You silly. All right, so tell us about some of your products, because you have your own brand that you're putting out there as well. Tell us about your products.
Yes, I have several things that have been available for the past few years, and then some new products coming out later this year. The most popular one right now is my Touch Tease Shea Butter, which smells great. I got 3 different scents. Keeps your skin looking nice. People always ask me, how old are you? They think I'm a certain age. And I'm like, 46. And they're like, what? I'm like, yo, ever since I started using the shea butter a few years ago, my skin has cleared up a lot. Cleaned up my diet, but it's evened out. People say I have like this extra glow. So I wanted that as a companion piece for when I go to different parties. People could massage each other and get that foreplay going. And then also have it as a mainstream product just for people to just everyday skincare, health and wellness, take care of themselves. So I introduced the shea butter, which has been going since about, I think, 6 years now.
Okay.
And then we've got the paddles that I just introduced. You can buy these in Heart's Desires, which is
okay.
I think around here and
right
also
up the street.
in DC.
Mike and
yeah.
Sonny.
Yeah, so the paddles are in their stores. My DVDs were in Capitol Video sales. I gotta restock their supply.
Take the paddle out.
Oh yeah, let's take the paddle out. Paddle has a logo on it, so that when it leaves that smack, you get that impression
of your name on it behind.
My name or my initials on that butt, and it's a lightweight paddle, so you can handle it, but at the same time, you can't just wail away on somebody. You gotta manage your strokes as you're doing a scene.
I don't know. I gotta see if Busy teach me that one.
Yeah, I'm learning from her too.
Woo. Shout out to Busy.
Yeah, Busy's our resident BDSM.
Spank your teacher.
Mm-hmm. And I met her years ago up in another local club called TJ's.
Right.
And she got into the BDSM thing, and it's just so advanced now. So once 50 Shades of Grey came out, people were asking me for BDSM stuff, and I was like, I don't have much, but the name is close. 50 Shades of Blaq.
Right. Right.
So I bought that, and then of course the Wayans brother, he came out with the movie.
Right, the movie.
So I'm like, all right, this is something I need to hop on
and get it out right. Yeah.
Because I always wanted to do toys anyway. So I'm working on developing another toy to modify this, and so it'll be Danny Blaq shea butter paddles. For a while, I had some custom Nikes that were out for a few years. I don't know if you saw those.
I said on your page.
Yeah, so I'm going to reintroduce those later this year. And I'm going to have greeting cards in a few weeks so that folks want to do their special Valentine's Day. You can get some blank cards just with some of my sexy photographs on them. And inside will be blank, and that way you can just write whatever to your loved one or your
side chick, side wood, whatever you want to call them. Oh, okay.
Whoever Cupid is gonna hook you up with.
So what do you think about people when they say that porn is demeaning to women?
They are probably 30 years behind the times. Probably. They got to update. A whole lot of porn is owned, controlled, and cast by women. That's how I got into it, because women would come into our city looking for men.
Oh, okay.
Most of the women, especially in the older crowds, they control their own content. They make their own websites. Many are single, but a lot of them are married. You know, their husband is the cameraman. So it's a partnership. It's a team effort. The thing is to build your own so that you can have your money all the time and not be dependent on someone hiring you. You know, you got 8 hours in a day. You might work. Well, how you getting paid the other hours that's left? You know, you can have a website for something to be sold. You know, 24/7 until you die. So women have gained lots of control of what they do. A lot of these, especially the diverse content that's coming, that's more sensual, more catered to women, is being run by women. You know? Yeah. If women didn't control a lot of stuff, I would be short. One of the first shoots I had where I was hired was a lady, her husband, they produced their own video. And the reason why I got to be so successful is because the first year I was doing porn, I was doing it out of fun, but there was a woman who was inviting me to all the shoots she was setting up for a year. So I got to learn from her. So folks would definitely have to upgrade their mentalities. It's not like it used to be in the old days. You just grab a woman and make her shoot. No, nowadays women are casting themselves, live cam, video, DVDs. You know, they doing it all themselves.
Okay, so what is it that you like about the lifestyle?
The diverse landscape, I guess you could say. You know, you got all types of women: black, white, Spanish, foreign, younger, older, bigger, smaller, and you're supposed to be able to intermingle, you know, with no judgment. You know, it's just supposed to be all about the pleasure. So you don't have to hide a lot of things like you would do in a vanilla dating world. You know, you can be upfront about everything you're doing, and it's all out in the open. It makes it easier, I think, to select your partners. I think you're more successful by already having certain categories of who you can pick from to play. So then you get that maximum compatibility. Whereas back in the day, you know, if you're trying to go to a bar, you know, 20, 30 minutes of talking before you find out if you're even on the right track. You know, how many dollars have you spent, you know, on a date for dinner and dancing, when you could just hop online, find this whole pool of ladies that you already know like what you like, and then you can have more fun.
Okay. So if you wasn't doing porn, what would you be doing?
My initial field, and the one I'm still doing, is I do computer graphics. I was a digital artist and photographer. I was an art major in college, so one of the reasons I got to last so long in this industry is I do everything myself.
Right.
When Macs first came out, the university I was at, Bowie State, we were like the first local computer lab. So I got to teach myself how to design right when the internet was coming to life. And also I was doing black and white photography. And I was one of the first people to get into digital photography in the late 90s. Back then, a digital camera cost about $10,000, $15,000. And now you can get bigger quality in a $1,000 iPhone. You know?
Right.
So when I'm not doing porn, I'm designing. I have existing clients I print, some web editing for some people. And I pretty much stay in that field because I'm an art major. Anything artistic with the visual arts I'll be doing. Probably till I'm done. In the ground.
Okay, so what do you say to people that say that porn is giving men an unrealistic view of sex?
To some extent, they're right, but the pool of women that genuinely like what's being done is getting very large. Like I would say a couple of years ago, you could do something or request something and you would get like, you know, half of the girls like, oh no, God, that's disgusting. I would never do that. No, don't do me like that. And nowadays, they're grabbing your hand and putting it around their neck, talking about choke me. You know, as the porn has grown, there's so many women I know that already have their little porn hub and YouTube porn, Red, whatever porn they got is already in their phone. And they're just as freaky as the men nowadays. So maybe the proportion might be different, but it's growing. Women are just as freaky and sometimes more than the men. I've had some suggestions that I wasn't ready to reveal to somewhere else. She's like, yeah, I want to do that. Let's do that right now. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I didn't know we can go 0 to 60 like that. But okay, let's do it.
Okay, so what has been your most awkward moment on set?
Let's see. I don't want to be too gross, but I guess somebody she left her tampon in.
Okay. All right.
It didn't tell everybody, so you know.
But that's what she wanted?
No, she.
Oh, she forgot.
She was trying to do the scene, and didn't want nobody to know. And then I banged my finger into something, and I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, yo, you gotta tell us that beforehand. So.
But why are you even doing a shoot in this that?
Because
Did she pay?
No, this was a shared shoot. So she wanted that scene. It was a hot threesome, and she wanted to try to get it done, but it wasn't gonna get done. We had to modify it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the biggest misconception about porn?
Oh gosh. I guess on the financial end is probably the biggest. For some reason, this industry, people treat differently from others. Like every industry is going to be a grind. You start off nobody, unless you're playing the lotto. You're not just going to hit it, rich, pay dirt. You know, you got to work. You got to put time in it. Musical bands, groups, restaurants, everybody starts off. You got to work and you build a client. But there's a lot of people, especially women, that just think they're going to get in automatically, just start making money. But, you know, booty's everywhere. You got to set yourself apart. You have to build a fan base. The industry has changed from where it used to be a lot of producer-driven content where people would hire you. You know, you can go all around the United States and people are just paying different girls to do this and do that. But now it's different. People are funding themselves and doing their own work. So there's not as many people hiring all the time. So if you really want to make some money, you need to have something to sell to a fan base when you're not working. It's just like strip clubs. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, girls could go to a strip club and the club owners would be like, hey, we're going to pay you this much to be our dancer. And now it's all flipped. The girls got to pay the strip club to dance. Girls got to pay the DJ. You know, the demand is different. You know, a lot of people don't realize that about stripping. They think they go to the club and you just get on stage and boom, it's a success. Doesn't work that way. It's just like porn. You got to build up. You need a portfolio to show other people why they should hire you, why they should buy you. You know, what is going to set you apart from the other girls. You know, so you have to put time in and create something. You're just not going to wake up and dollars floating everywhere.
Right. Okay. Could you ever have a relationship with someone who wasn't in porn?
Nowadays, I pretty much just ruled that out.
Rule it
I
out.
won't not go out on a vanilla date. You know, somebody that's not in the lifestyle, we just meet somewhere. And that happens, you know. I ride the subway, I fly, I go to airports and different places. I'm always meeting different ladies.
Right.
But I'm upfront about it. And, you know, I'm always willing to give it a try. But I know the success rate is like super low.
Like, you do what? You going where?
Yeah, you're going to go where? Can you not go to so-and-so? And, you know, a lot of times that happens, especially with women. You know, they find their mate, and then that guy, I call it stripper syndrome. You know, they meet you at the strip club and then they don't want you to be a stripper no more.
Right.
So it's just like with porn. They meet you in porn and then they don't want you to go shooting, or they want you to cut back.
But if that's what's paying the bills, I
right,
mean,
right, or especially if
and
you
they was
found
doing it
me that
before,
way.
right.
I had a relationship a while. It's been 6 years since I had like a real girlfriend, and I remember we got into an argument one time about sex I had done in college. Like you didn't even
in
met
college.
Me. You didn't even meet me until a year previous. So how are you going back to college? She was just offended that I had this sex with this girl, and I told her one time I had sex with a fan. She had bought my DVD and came running up to me in the club. It was a swinging club. She was like, "Can you autograph my DVD and then let's go do something?" So I told her I did that one time. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, how could you do that?" I was like, "You met me knowing I do porn, so of course I'm gonna have sex with a fan every now and then. They need love too. They want sex. Shit. I got some sexy fans out there. Shit. One of the first girls I ever met off my website is a sexy black girl. I ain't gonna say her name because we still buddies, but we was on blackvoices.com. That used to be the website. That used to be the website before social media, before Black Planet. Blackvoices.com. Yeah, I used to hook up all the time, and she was my special fan. Yeah, my first one I ever met.
Your number one fan.
Yeah, we never got a relationship, but we've been friends forever. So, friendships are always possible, but relationships are gonna be hard if you're not. At least with the sex drive, you at least gotta like girls. I know I gotta date girls that like girls.
Gotta date girls
Gotta
that like
date
girls.
girls that like girls. Yeah. Straight girls are just gonna be excluded out of too much of what I'm doing, and I want my girl a part of what I'm doing. I don't want to just leave her at home and be like, I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'm like, I'm trying to take you with. Let's maximize on this thing. Let's go to this party together. Let's go to this event together. And that's really not a likely thing to happen if she's not in the industry or in the lifestyle. But I'm open to it. You never know.
Okay, so what would be your ideal woman?
Gosh, that was hard. She's definitely got to be open-minded. I like what they call plain Janes. I like a natural girl, natural hair, natural look, not a whole lot of makeup, not real Barbie doll up. If it's going to take us an hour to go out and get something to eat because you got to put on,
I know you not talking.
Nah, I just slapping on.
No, you not talking.
But that's different.
We getting ready to go to a party. Look at you. Come on down. I know you not talking.
I'm getting used to this hair though. You see, I got to figure out how to work it. All
right, ladies. Danny Blaq wants to cut his hair.
So I'm getting used to it. So it does take me a little bit of time, but I can just slap on a hat or put my little band on and go out. Sweatpants,
Danny, you know how long it took you?
But that was different though. That was going for an event though. New Year's Eve we went to this hotel takeover, so you had to dress nice and it had to be.
He was a celebrity, y'all.
But I can hop
Danny
up.
coming downstairs. Danny's downstairs yet?
You are funny. I can hop up and zip on out to 7-Eleven, just a hat on and a coat, whatever. I want a girl that can hop up just like that too. You ain't got to put on the fake lashes all the time. Let's just go somewhere and be, and be out. But there's some girls that they, this Instagram age, they not going nowhere unless they are fully made up.
Right.
And so they're not really from.
So sometimes you do want to go out and just be Danny.
Yeah.
Danny
I'm
Blaq.
a simple guy. When I go out and hang out with people, they say, "Can I tell them you do this?" And I'm like, "Nah, just tell them."
Just go with it. Just chill.
Yeah, you don't got to tell them because then people act different. Once they know what you do, and it's not always a positive.
Women get to looking at you at the side. I like
that's my idea. I wish, and then I can like, oh yeah, this is a potential thing. But sometimes they get offended. You never know how people attitudes are toward those in the adult industry. So you could go somewhere and somebody run their mouth in advance, and you get there and they shunning you. This guy is dirty sinner or whatever. And then if it's couples there, the lady might be fine, but the husbands are like, I don't want you to sit by my wife, by my girl. Like I'm just gonna start grabbing women, grabbing asses. No, that's not how I roll. But I try to be just regular Danny when I go. Some people they want me to announce, yeah, this is what I do. But I prefer just to be the fly on the wall in the background type. I'm not the biggest.
You can't do that though. I seen that myself. You can't do that.
I know. I'm supposed to be more outgoing, but I'm more introverted than anything, except around my football, my Steelers, stuff like that. Rest in peace to my Steelers this season.
Yeah, we them boys.
But that's when I act up. Congrats to your Cowboys. Let's hope you don't get the 6th Super Bowl like us. You can win a game, just don't win it all. That's fine. You or the Patriots, just don't get the 6th ring.
Them boys, leave us alone.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your goal 2019 for your porn career?
This year, actually, I'm putting down the goals. I'm putting them in effect. Last year was like no goals. Last year was just live, just enjoy everything. Don't overlook anything, because I've been dealing with health issues with my parents for the past 8-9 years now. One passed away, and then my mom, she is now pretty much in good hands with my sister, so I don't have to be at home as much, and I can get back to focusing on my goals, like these products and some of the others that I've been working on. So this year is going to be a little less filming, more product placement and marketing. I'm going to get my SAG card so I can get into some mainstream acting officially with the SAG card, because I was supposed to have done that 2 years ago. Yeah, trying to get in mainstream
What
stuff.
kind of acting?
Action. I always wanted to be like the action adventure sci-fi guy. I was mad when they redid Miami Vice with Jamie Foxx. I always wanted to be Tubbs or Crockett, but I want to get into acting because I did some mainstream modeling. I used to be on Model Mayhem, so I like doing different events. I actually worked for the Ravens one time doing their training camp in 2005 in Verizon.
That's a up. How you gonna be a Steelers fan and work for the
Trust
Ravens?
me, at the end of every day, I take my shirt off and show them my Steelers shirt. But we did product placement with phone demos and stuff like that. So I like working with different media. But I want to get into the acting more because money comes from everywhere. Porn, the shea butter, whatever aspect I can get into, the clothing and apparel. I'm gonna finalize that and start getting the Dang Black shirts out. That we've been working on. We got the hats. We did some samples, and this year it will be more products, acting, and a little less travel. But when I do travel, it's going to be more international. So I should be hitting France in June, and maybe get to see my cousin in London, and maybe hit Germany because they have an adult industry awards event in Berlin called Venus Berlin.
In
They usually
Germany?
go down in October.
My son just moved to Germany. He's in the military.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my cousins and all that, they went over there, ended up being in the military, and got married over there. So I'm going to see some family, but introduce myself to some of these UK ladies that I may not see in Vegas. I'm going to see some from the UK, but that's what I'm going to do.
Like, do your cousins and your brothers and sisters know you do?
A couple of them do.
How many brothers
Cousins.
and sisters you have?
I got 2 brothers and 3 sisters. So everybody, I'm the last, so everyone's way at least 11 years older than me, and then as high as 19 years. So, they've been long gone a long time.
And do they know? Do any of them know?
My one brother knows. I revealed that to him a little while ago because I had to explain why I kept missing family reunions. People that we always do it in August, and that's when I had to film. A lot of times, it's the best time to travel. July, August, and I had to explain I wasn't bougie and avoiding them, but I had to go do these shoots, and people were complaining. They missing out hanging with me. My friends were complaining.
Where's little Danny?
Yeah, so I stopped traveling so much and ended up staying home these past 2 years, or keeping it as local as possible, like Miami, somewhere quick, and come back, not gone so long.
So you the baby?
Yeah, one of my sisters found out a few years ago when I was dating this girl, and I had to just act like I don't know what you're talking about. I turned the website off. I had to have my girlfriend remotely do it because I was at work, so I had to give her my password and stuff. I was like, oh, please don't delete anything else other than what I tell you. but we had to hide it because she did a search online by accident. She didn't know how to use the internet. Instead of typing in the website, she typed it in the search, and then it popped up different links. And she saw my face and was like, "What is cuckolding interracial? And why is your picture next to it?" And I was like, "What?" And I had to leave my job and run outside. I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm looking at it right here." I was like, "We'll talk about it later," and never discussed it ever again.
Get it out.
Yeah, she never said nothing to me. I never said nothing to her, and we left it at that. But my cousins, they just recently found me this summer on Instagram. And they wanted to follow me on Facebook. I was like, no, if you follow me on Facebook, then somebody else is going to see. So they were cool about it. But I let them follow me on Instagram. I was just like, keep it quiet.
But what about Twitter?
So they called me secret agent, man. You know, they're like, okay, we'll keep your secret safe, 007. I'm like, thank you. Because I can't have my mother having no heart attack.
It's my baby with the pretty
She may not even care.
Baby with the pretty hair up there with the women.
Yeah, it's funny. It might explain a lot. She's always like, why you always got a different girl? You know, it's like, I can't keep a girlfriend. So, I'm like, thanks, Mom.
Do you take the different girls home?
Yeah. Some I always take, you know, the good ones I take to meet my
the
mom.
good ones.
Some of the girls I swing with, they get a big kick out of it, like some of the wives. You know, I'm like, yo, I would come to see you, but I got to stop and see my mom first. They're like, all right, well, I'll go with you. So they get a big kick out of meeting my mom sometimes.
Yeah,
and I just say she's my
she
friend.
seems like she's fun with Danny had that. Where you get that pretty hair from?
Yeah, she got nervous a couple times because, you know, the lady still had her wedding band on. She was like, Danny, did you get married? I was like, no. Why she got it? I'll tell you later, Mom. And then I was like, yo, you forgot to take them.
You know, moms peeps out everything. Yeah. Mothers, that's the job. Peep out everything.
Yeah, bless her heart. She's trying to put up with her baby who doesn't have kids. And so
is she stressing that yet?
Yeah, it was like an issue. Like, where's my grandbabies? But luckily, my brother put out 2 twins. Yeah, so we got twin girls on that side. He kind of handled that for me. So now I can kind of like, no, I don't have no kids, and it's okay. But for a while, she was like, Danny, when? You know, and she had picked out some of my girlfriends for me, like, and designated. Okay, so this is the one that's gonna have the babies. And then when she found out we broke up, she was kind of hot about that. Like, why you break up? I liked her. I was like, well, she was too jealous, so I let her go. I can't be getting tracked and wanting to look at my phone and
like, who you shooting with today?
Yeah, why you tweeting her? I'm like, God, yeah. You know, I actually one time I had to go back and delete some of my tweets.
God.
Just to keep the relationship. I done that dumb shit stuff. You know, that's now I see how women get in controlling situations. You know, I allowed myself to get into that one time, trying not to let go and keep something and, you know, compromise myself. But, you know, I learned 2 years ago, nope.
So, have you had a stalker yet?
Yeah, I had one this summer. I got one long running one, which she'll probably never go away. But luckily, she's intermittent. She's somebody I filmed with. I was kind to. I let her sleep in my house when she was homeless, you know, and she came from out of town, couldn't really go back. And then, you know, once I had to tell her, you got to go, it's been an issue ever since. You know, every now and then. The newest ones have been trans guys, fans. You know, they came to Exotica this summer and came by the booth where I was at, and I could tell, you know, but a lot of guys couldn't tell, so they thought they was, you know, they didn't know they was trans. So they started hitting me up on Instagram like, let's meet. I'm like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Sorry, I don't go that route. And no, thank you wasn't good enough. So he started calling me names. I had to block him, you know.
Because you don't.
Yeah, like, you know, you're not entitled to me. No woman is entitled to me. I get to pick who I want to be with. You know what I'm saying? So, but every now and then you get somebody that just can't take no for an answer. But I've been lucky. Most of my people are respectful. You know? Okay. I haven't had a lot of what some of these girls have to go through. It's like, you know, showing up at their houses and blocking them from events. I haven't had those horror stories yet. Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep my fingers crossed there. Everybody stays nice. Let's all play nice in the sandbox.
Okay, so name one porn star that you would love to work with that you haven't.
Veronica Avlov is nice, and Miss Banks. I met her a couple of years ago. She's so tall and sexy. But I haven't seen her in a couple of years, so definitely because I like squirters. That's why I like.
You
Veronica.
like what?
Squirters. Gotta love the squirters. Nina Hartley I met a long time ago. She's like one of the original, I guess, Hall of Famers of porn. The original Pog Nice, but Vanessa Del Rio is still hanging out in New York City. I love to shoot with her.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Freaky, he knows her. He
idol.
met her. Yeah, she's a beast.
Yes.
A lot of the old school girls.
I met her. It's a club. It used to be a club here. And she came down here to the club and I met her. Cool.
Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, Flower Tucci, I met her. She's one. The big squirters. And old girl Jada Fire retired, but that was like my dream at one point, but I was pissed. Couldn't get out there.
Okay, so when you were younger, who was your favorite porn? Because, you know.
Back in the day, it was this, I think she was Brazilian or Colombian. Her name was Ellie Rio. This was like early 90s, like Caballero, but ain't really been nobody like her since. I mean, she was just vicious, just had to have some dick. She was wearing the guys out on camera, just long, black hair, natural, just like a real firecracker. She was just hot all the time, but she was in and out real quick. I think she was only in about 2 years. Okay. But she was a beast. And then there was this black girl named Dominique with these nice titties and long hair, pretty eyes. And she was dope.
Oh, okay. So, it was an issue that came up, I want to say earlier last year, about, it was a lady, she used to do porn. Mm-hmm. But she stopped doing porn and she became a school teacher. And one of the fathers had to come up to the school about their child, and he recognized her. And he went back home and told his wife, you know, who his teacher was, you know, like, and you know, the mom made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, it's cold-blooded, but you know, people got their hang-ups and stereotypes.
But what is she gonna do to a kid?
I mean, you know, it's separate from work. I can see where they don't want, you know, their kids being influenced, like maybe that might lead them into the industry or whatever. But there are so many women that are
2 + 2 is 4, and sometimes no.
But I mean, it's a socially positive thing. You know, a lot of people in our industry and in our lifestyle come from social fields. There's a lot of cops, doctors, firemen, school
white
teachers.
collars. Yeah,
lots of teachers are swingers and do porn. You know, people that give their time to the community to do positive things, and you know, ratting them out like that, I don't agree with. You know, just trying to think. You know, if you're having sex on camera, that means you can't contribute positive to society, and people don't realize a lot of people they're talking to anyway already do it, and they just don't know.
No, just don't know. You know? But from what I understand, the swinger life is supposed to be like this underground world.
Yeah.
But a lot of youngins are like making it more out scene now.
That and the technology now. And then society has moved a lot. What used to be too risque and too far on TV now is no big deal. You know, I remember you couldn't show people sleeping in the bed at the same time. Now they doing damn near
everything in the
nudity.
bed. Yeah.
You know, it had to be on the pay channel. Now it's on regular USA and Lifetime. They're doing full sex scenes and partial nudity. So a lot of people are in it, and it's not really hidden anymore. Like it was on Law and Order at SVU a couple of times. You know, swinger clubs and parties. So it's not really taboo anymore. It's almost mainstream, especially with the music and the videos and all the performers now. They used to be strippers, now they rapping. You know, but still, what happens in the lifestyle is kind of supposed to stay
in the lifestyle.
You know, because there's a lot of government folks involved, a lot of people that are not supposed to have their private play revealed like that. People are doing it. people snapping pictures when they're not supposed to, and not
Right.
asking permission and stuff like that. But you know, nowadays, you know, girls got tattoos to try to indicate that they're in the lifestyle. You know, the whole spades, Queen of Spades thing. I'm not really into it, but a lot of women want to designate out there secretly that that's what they do, so they can find different people to play with, and it's cool. But nowadays, almost everybody you know knows about the lifestyle. It's not too secret anymore. It's just a matter of, are you participating in it? Then you get them people, oh no, I would never do that. And have your people at
And
the
you
church.
go in one of them groups and look at all the members, and I'm like, oh.
Have your people down at the church was at the party last night.
Okay, so think about church. What's your religion?
I grew up AME Zion Christian, so you know my church. Matter of fact, parts of it is in the beginning of the Netflix show House of Cards. So you know they show parts of the building in there. I got a big kick out of that. You know, I do believe in religion a little bit. I'm more of an agnostic kind of person. To me, you know, if Big Bang is what created the universe, then to me that's God. Whatever made life is God. I'm not concerned with more or less having to worship and bow down to somebody. I like the principles of, you know, supposedly treating each other nicely and, you know, getting along with everybody, but there's a lot of hang-ups that go with religion. A lot of discrimination that's tied into it. So I don't follow one particular religion overall, but I was raised Christian. So I recognize some of those values, but for the most part, I'm not really into it.
So
I'm
you
not
don't
practicing all the time.
Do you think that porn is a sin?
No, I don't think so. But it depends on, you know, how far back you. If you ever saw that movie Bill Maher did, Religulous, you can go back and see how it's been manipulated to kind of control you. Certain things have been designed. You know, as an art major, we knew in art history how they taught us, you know, how this church was designed and this pottery and things were designed to get people to come in and support the church. So this king needed people to follow him, so they used that religion to trap and round people. So it's kind of strayed from what it's supposed to be, and some of it's just engineered just to get you to be in line with certain things. But the general aspect of being man, respectful to other men, is kind of like what I like to follow.
So you would be fine if, okay, say you had a girlfriend or a wife, and she'd be like, I want him. You would be fine with that?
You mean dating? You know, dating other men? If she's dating?
No,
other
if
men?
she just, yeah. If
Or if I had to be a particular religion or something.
No, if you were in a relationship or you were married,
Mhm.
and just say you and your wife were out or whatever, and she was like, I want him.
Depends on the guy. Like I wouldn't want any old dude, you know, unless, you know, that's her thing. Because when I first got into lifestyle, I used to laugh like, how are these guys letting all these other dudes roll up with their wife, you know?
Right.
Like I didn't understand it. I was always the single male going to group party gangbangs and stuff like that, or me and the husband with his wife. So I didn't understand that. But after a while, it grows. When you care about somebody and they're special to you, it's almost like having a live porn star. So if you think about yourself watching porn, you're looking at that girl thinking, man, that's hot. She is looking good up there. So once you add the aspect of that's my wife, then you're like, damn, my wife is hot. All these guys want my wife. All these guys want my girl. Man, that's hot. She's looking good. And if she's really liking it, then you think, man, I want to see her real happy. So let me see if I can get somebody for her, whether it's guys or girls. So whatever she likes, you kind of cater to it. And now it wouldn't be no problem if, you know, as long as my girl was genuinely interested in the person that she's about to hook up with, then it's all good. I'm ready to watch. Give me some popcorn too, you know, because once he gone out the door, then me and her are going to get our thing on, and it's going to end in a nice, happy fashion, you know.
Okay.
As long as she's not going out behind my back doing it, it's all good.
Okay. All right, y'all. So, the life of a porn star.
Yes. Yes, and there's more to come. No pun intended.
All right, so tell the people some of your websites where they can find you.
You can find me, just remember the Q, DannyBlaq.com. Instead of CK, it's a Q. So you can find me.
BLAQ.
BLAQ. So it could be DannyBlaq.com. On Twitter, it's Danny Blaq Videos. On Instagram, it's Danny Blaq Videos 4 because I'm up to my 4th one. On Facebook, it's Danny Blaq Model.
Okay.
That's my main page. I do have Danny Blaq Videos on Instagram. On Facebook, that's my backup page because they put me in jail a lot. And
Yeah, I bet they do.
Sometimes I can't use my accounts. I have to use my backup, Danny Blaq Videos.
Okay.
And I have a particular series that you might like with police and cuckolding. It's called PoliceBooty.com. That's an easy name, remember, if you can't remember how to spell Danny Blaq. And you can also go to TouchTeas.com and you can get my shea butter. And you can order that all year round, especially Valentine's Day is coming up. You definitely want to rub your ladies or your men up in some of this, have them smelling good.
So what gave you the idea to do products?
Just increase in revenue. What else? Because by me doing I worked for myself right out of college. I didn't get my first real job till 2001. So I was always an entrepreneur doing freelance computer graphics work. And I was always thinking of what else could I sell. So once I started doing the porn, I thought, what else could I mention that people who can't look for at work, with the firewalls getting blocked.
Right.
How can I make money that way? So I thought, I always go to Bath and Body Works and, Bed Bath and Beyond. I got these nice lotions and stuff I use. I want to make my own. So that's where the inspiration came. I said, okay, that could merge with my parties that I go to and that I host. And people could shop for that at work without getting blocked. So I was like, okay, we'll add that product. And then people like shoes and jerseys and stuff like that. So just kept adding on. So just another way to make revenue.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I want to thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you for getting me up so early in the morning. Been a long time.
Well, you're a busy man, so I got to get in where I fit in.
I appreciate
get in where I fit in with you on your schedule.
Appreciate it. My 2019 has been great with Pandora so far.
Yes, and don't take it that way, y'all. No. Yes, we did have fun at the New Year's party. I really enjoyed myself. I met a lot of people. It was good.
Yeah, shout out to the Mocha Swingers and James Depp up there. There's some of our
networking.
Yes, networking and my sponsors and partners in crime. They put on a lot of events and parties. You'll see them on the website when you go to look up my stuff. You'll see some of their stuff there and how to come participate with us if you feel the need. We do a lot of stuff public. I hang out at Live nightclub in Miami on South Beach. Probably be there next weekend. So I encourage everybody, if you want to come and hang out, maybe you'll meet Miss Pandora one time and get her autograph. And
you said, there you go.
She might be on the show one time, but we're very interactive. So come take a look at the website and the Twitter feed and follow. And there'll be some stuff you might want to come to and attend sometimes. Nothing required, nothing expected. Just show up.
Right. Meet and greet, socialize, have fun. The food was all right, but the people were great.
Yeah, I got full real quick.
The drinks was off the chain.
Yeah, my drink was strong.
The drinks were good.
My New Year's, I was like, what? Huh? I'm surprised I drove us home so well.
Had me scared to death, y'all. But anyway.
Nothing wrong with 70 miles an hour in the rain.
In the rain, right, y'all? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back in a little bit. And I'm out.
Keep it locked. You're listening to the Pandora Word Box Show on WinDC Radio.
Word Box.
Keep it locked. You're listening to the Pandora Word Box Show on WinDC Radio.
Me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, loving as one, loving the world, we're the only one. Me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, together as one, loving the world, we're the only one.
There's a lot of ladies in this place doing what they do, but I haven't seen one in here as fine as you. Just your presence alone makes me wanna say, damn, the dress that you wear makes a man just wanna stare and miss fine. You mind if I buy you a drink? Small talk, conversation, maybe see what you think about the idea of me and you making a date like a cruise on the Odyssey. I'm hoping there's possibly a chance to really get to know who you are, not thinking short term cause I wanna go far. You can tell by the vibe that we have here between us. We was at the party but nobody haven't seen us. We doing our own thing although we just met. I'm willing to take this chance if you'll accept my intentions. It's just to drop a line or two. As you can see, I really wanna spend some time with you.
Me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, loving as one, loving the world, we're the only one. Me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, together as one, loving the world, we're the only one.
11 months to pass, and our love is so strong. It amazes me sometimes of how we get along. I compliment you well, cause you're so good looking. Greet you in the morning with a kiss while you're cooking. Hold you by your waistline, girl, you're so fine. Sometimes it's hard to express what's going through my mind. It's all about you, baby, and you know that it's true. My love is everlasting, but it's only for you. Had a hard day at work, I know just what to do. Take charge, give my girl a full body massage. Spoil you with affection, cause it's always worth the while. Anything just to see that dimple in your smile. And when we making love, I keep the juice flowing. 2 hours done went by without even knowing. So much passion, intertwining, gripping the sheets. I found the love of my life, and I'm playing for keeps.
Me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, loving as one, loving the world, we're the only one. Me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, together as one, loving the world, we're the only one. When you came to me like that, I wasn't really ready for it, just stating facts. Like a true love story, trying to make it last. Affection was so overdue. You make me high, don't know how to act. And when you push me to be better, it's on my paper stack. Drama living this so over, never going back. Infinity is all I see with you. Boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, loving as one, loving the world, we're the only one. Just me and you, boy, you and me, together forever, that's how we'll be. Standing strong, together as one, loving the world, we're the only one. We're the only one. Ooh, baby, when the vibe is right, conversation, drinks all night. Beautiful view, what a beautiful night. Wishing it could last forever, such a beautiful life. I love when you talk that talk, how it feel when you look in my eyes. I need love and happiness, just the simple little things in this world that money can't buy.
Best notice she not your regular. She tryna come up, chase ballers to get her cheddar up. So don't expect the call and blowing up your cellular. On your line to bring a few dollars by just to let you. Nah, boss about the business. Bold and independent, don't let no one tell you different. She like a work of art, yes. Perfect picture. Pretty painting of all my written scriptures. With such a beautiful mind, I swear she one of a kind. Definition of a dime. You can search the whole world, bet you never
beautiful life. I love when you talk that talk. How it feel when you look in my eyes. I need love and happiness. Just the simple little things in this world that money can't buy.
Looking up at the stars, such a beautiful thing. It's like we're living on Mars. You can feel the love in the air, appreciating every magical moment we share. Yeah. Baby, let's make a toast to love and happiness, little things that matters the most. Hold you close. We got a beautiful mutual understanding. Continue playing our pulse. Ride it out till the wheels fall off. You're down to walk it out with me till our heels fall off. Such a blessing, love your persona. Can have a lot in your circle, but only few in your corner. Looking like a bag of money, jackpot, lotto. Make $1 million body, clap, clap, bravo. Baby, you deserve a standing ovation for everything that you are. I swear you're truly amazing.
Ooh, baby, when the vibe is right, conversation, drinks on ice. Beautiful view, what a beautiful night. Wishing it could last forever, such a beautiful life. I love when you talk that talk. How it feel when you look in my eyes. I need love and happiness. Just the simple little things in this world that money can't buy.
Such
Don't know what you do to me, no. You really don't know.
such a beautiful thing.
You don't know what you do to me. Don't know what you do to me, no.
Nah.
You really
Got me
don't
feeling on top of the world.
I need I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're ready. I just wanna know if you feel me. Just tell me now if you're ready. Don't you know that I'm ready? I'm ready. Don't you know that I'm ready? When you ready?
Hold up. I don't wanna rush, I'm more than enough, Time that I spend here, especially believe me, they want it when I give it up. Only thing matter is us, and all I'm asking is trust. I'm taking this out of here, so I'ma lay back. I stop when you starting to flush. Talking about bed, I ain't talking about sleep, I ain't talking about now. Yeah, I'm talking all week, talking about rum in your curves and your corners, talking about lips and your lips if you want it. Talking about this is your moment, trust me, you want it. Show that we out of here, if you want it. I want you to feel me, no pressure. The way that you hitting don't make it no better. Hold up, I'm losing my mind. Just hope you don't mind. I'm ready to take you to places, believe me. Just promise to give me the time. This ain't no bait on no line. Saying what's all on my mind. So tell me you ready, cause baby, if you ready, you leap, get ready to fly.
Just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're ready. I just wanna know if you feel me. Just tell me now if you're ready. Don't you know that I'm ready? I'm ready. Don't you know that I'm ready? When you ready, I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're ready. I just wanna know if you feel me. Just tell me now if you're ready.
'Cause I know, 'cause I know, 'cause I know, 'cause I know.
You know that I'm ready.
'Cause I know, 'cause I know, 'cause I know, 'cause I
I'm
know,
ready.
'cause I know, 'cause I know, 'cause I know,
You know that I'm ready.
'cause I know, 'cause
When
I
you
know,
ready.
'cause I know.
I've been working all day and I'm trying to come over. Call me FedEx, cause I'm trying to take a load. Not over your ex, but I'm trying to take your clothes off. If you don't make a challenge, then well, baby, then I'm so gone. I didn't know that you was that but just hold on. Baby, take it easy. I know you wanna please me. I wanted to believe it. Just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're ready. I just wanna know if you feel me. Just tell me now if you're ready. All you gotta do is say I'm ready. I'm ready. All you gotta do is say I'm ready. Say ready. I just wanna know if you feel me. I just wanna know if you're ready. I just wanna know if you feel me. Just tell me now if you're ready. All you gotta do is say yes. I'm ready. All you gotta do is say yes. Say yes.
Sweezo, ay, 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 ay. It's Mr. Oh So Fucking Rare. I hit her in her DM, told her swerve off on your BF. She told me grab some gas and perkies, don't be on no BS. Told that bitty say less, told that hoe to get dressed. I'll be through by midnight, told her send that address. Whoa, hey, this night you won't regret. Say she seen the future in us, all I see is rich sex. All I see is big checks. I used to be a reject, and now you ain't my girl, but I could treat you like my new ex. Hey, hey, new ex, treat you like my new ex. Quick to wash my hands with it, baby, I don't do mess. Started with a DM, then we linked up off the PM. Now we sipping good lean, no, no, don't do DM. Fly just like my angel, so we shook off all our demons. All we do is kiss and make up, then we spin the bag at Neiman's. Gotta watch out for these groupies, all they want is semen. She a well-known heathen, treat the dick like private cheating. I know you working 9 to 5, let's link up on the weekend. Phone on D&D, cause all my other hoes be geeking. Mac 11 by my side, yo baby daddy creeping. Too much blue cheese in my pockets and both feet bleeding. Yo shit, don't need it, bullshit, don't need it. You just a good night and that's how we gon' keep it. I can treat you like a slut, a queen, just give me a reason. Hope you better than my ex bitch, or it's on to the next bitch. I hit her in her DM, told her swerve off on your BF. She told me grab some gas and perkies, don't be on no BS. Told that bitty say less, told that hoe to get dressed. I'll be through by midnight, told her send that address. Whoa, hey, this night you won't regret. Say she seen the future in us, all I see is rich sex. All I see is big checks. I used to be a reject, and now you ain't my girl, but I could treat you like my new ex. Hey, hey, new ex, treat you like my new ex. Hey, hey, new ex, treat you like my new ex. Hey, hey, new ex, treat you like my new ex, yeah. Cause I ain't got no girlfriend, yeah. But I can treat you like my ex, bitch, yeah. Hey, I hope you better than my ex, bitch, or it's on to the next bitch, yeah. Hey, I hope you better than my ex, bitch, or it's on to the next bitch, yeah. Yeah. Treat you like my ex, bitch, yeah.
First of all, we ask you, do we have a problem? I hear the songs, right? I know what Lil is doing. This needs to be corrected.
The villains. Big Lil KO. Yeah. Turn me up a bit. Staring at another blank canvas. Calculate the risk, no more taking foolish chances. And as my thought process advances, I keep my mind up out the gutter, change my circumstances. Plotting on for too long, showing what my plan is. Looking over my shoulder more than I used to, feeling abandoned. Isolated, separated, like where my real fam at. How we up on the mothership? I need that answer quick. I'm trying to make it